welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show YouTube. I am your host here as always on YouTube and at twitch.tv/the Chance Bishop Show Live, and over at Chance Bishop Breaks, where we open up brand new packs every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so definitely check that out. Links are all in the description below for all of those channels. Really appreciate dropping a file on all of those. But newly acquired Max Scherzer here, making his first appearance in a Mariners uniform. So after so was the off season, where he picked up a couple of veteran pitchers and a couple players in free agency right there. Spent some money. But Scherzer's first batter is gonna be a strikeout right there. 5 pitches. Now 4 pitches later, Jake Cronenworth. I'll draw a walk right there. It's gonna be ball 4 issued by Scherzer. So man on first now with 1 away here, top of the first inning in game 1 of spring training. Manny Machado will be due up next. There you go, Machado 3-2 count. Machado strikes out. Throw to Cronenworth, not in time, as Cronenworth has stolen second base right there. So a strikeout and a stolen base on that one for Fernando Tatis coming up. Tatis batting in that 4th spot. Very weird spot I think to put Tatis, but hey, that's going to be a strikeout. So a strikeout beside, just not in order, is Max Scherzer. Now for his second inning of work, you take on Eric Hosmer. Hosmer goes down looking. That's going to be 4 punch-outs in, 4 outs for Max Scherzer. Will the throw Myers. Swings and misses at that one. That slider way too far out of the zone for out number 2 in the inning. 5 punch-outs for Scherzer in his Mariners debut. And now Austin Nola, the former Mariners catcher, gets that one under the glove of Brock. Oh, trying to olay that one. Out there looking like Roger Dorn. But no, he's going to be a single. And the next batter is going to pop this one up to the second baseman here for an easy out. There you go. Inning has concluded for the bottom second. Zach Greinke in now. Going to get 2 more innings of work here for Greinke. 37 games. He has 10-6, 2-2 and saves. 109 innings pitched, a 2.41 ERA, a 110 whip. And Greinke, he's a bit off, a bit weird, usually could say about Zach Greinke. One of my favorite players in baseball, for just being a little, off, a little different. He's not afraid to be different, which is the best thing about Zach Greinke. But if there's a play Zach Greinke would definitely sign for instance, it would definitely be here in Seattle, and bring him in on a veteran minimum salary. I mean, you can't complain about that right there. Getting a hopeful future Hall of Famer for, a year, a couple bucks. Well, Greinke definitely falling in some trouble right now here in the 3rd, as runners will be on the corners now with 2 away. Big throw by the center fielder is not in time. For now, Fernando Tatis up, and Tatis goes down swinging. So Greinke avoids long inning runs as he's just a master of pitching. Eric Hosmer up now for the 4th inning, leading off. It's going to be liner 2, third baseman Brock Holt right there. Newly acquired third baseman. Won the batting title last year, so the Mariners thought, hey, let's bring him in for a year. Next batter up is going to be a ground ball past the glove of the second baseman for a 1-out single here in the 4th inning. Now, Austin Nola up, and Nola swings to that high fastball right there for out number 2. Greinke, not a big strikeout pitcher, already has a couple strikeouts this game. But, following that, it's going to be a caught stealing right there as Ruiz throws out the runner at first. Justin Verlander, in search of his 250th career win coming into this season. In 30 games, he has 13-10, no saves. 140th pitch, a 3.47 ERA, 136 whip. So taking on Trent Grisham, who posted a pic on his Twitter of him being the only person to have Phase 2 Trent Grisham parallel in MLB Show Diamond Dynasty, and Trent Grisham was only batting 205 with Trent Grisham. So Trent Grisham needs to get better with Trent Grisham. Just saying right there. But Verlander does allow a single to Trent Grisham. As Tommy Pham goes down swinging, I guess. I'm going to say he broke the plane. He went around. Intent was there. Now Cronenworth puts that one on a line past the diving Nick Matone at shortstop. That's going to be a 2-out double right there. Probably the center getting the ball out of his glove, and that run's going to score from first. On what should have been just a man on second and third, 2 outs. And Machado up, and Machado Puts down on the ground, snagged by the first baseman in time for out number 3. After the 6th inning of work is Fernando Tatis. Puts down on the ground at 1. And kind of bounces its way into center field. That's going to be a leadoff single right there for the San Diego Padres, as they have themselves a man on first now. Eric Hosmer up. Hosmer out on a line. Shortstop to the second baseman, back to the first baseman in time for a double play right there. Love to see that. Just good footwork by the infield. And now Will Myers with 2 outs. Draws a walk. Could have been a strike 2 call right there, but umpire goes the other way and says no, that's just a smidge too low. So Verlander now, man on first with 2 outs after line that 2-out walk right here. Can he get out of it? Austin Nola, 2-2 count, and Nola takes ball 3, and that's going to be a stolen base. Now 3-2 count to Nola. Nola pops this one up to the center fielder, Taylor Trammell, who will make the catch in time for out number 3 to end the inning. So it's a tie ball game with Moore, Kalenic, and Soler all due up next for the Mariners. Now, Seranthony Dominguez making his Mariners debut right here, as he was acquired in the Rule 5 draft from the Philadelphia Phillies, who left him unprotected after a couple injury-filled seasons. Can't blame him for wanting to move on from the 26-year-old flamethrower, but there you go. That's going to be a power slider, 88 miles an hour right there. Got to think Garrett Cole with a 92-mile-an-hour changeup. Out next batter up. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman Holt. And the first baseman can't dig that one out in time. And it's going to be a base hit. Next batter up, back to the third baseman, over to second, back to first, not in time. Gets the lead runner though. That's now Defoe up, and Defoe sends that one to left. Left fielder settles under it and makes the catch for the final out. So Dominguez, not a bad pitching start for his Mariners career, as Roberto Osuna, definitely one of the most polarizing players in baseball, has a lot of off-the-field issues, but after spending last year out of baseball, the Mariners sent him a flyer deal right there. A couple years just to be a power arm in this bullpen. Still 27. Has a lot of room to redeem himself. But first batter, he sees grounds out to himself for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Next batter up, goes down swinging on that 99-mile-an-hour fastball right there, as Ozuna is 2 out into this Mariners debut, and following that, another strikeout. So 1-2-3 go the Padres, as the Mariners have held them in check so far this game. Ken Jobs, a 31-year-old, spent all of last season recovering from Tommy John surgery, which he had a surgery for in late 2020. So he's now finally pitching for the first time in a Mariners uniform after missing a little last year. But next batter up, Nola goes down looking, big fist pump by Ken Giles right there. Second punch out and as many batters. And Grisham now goes down swinging. So Ken Giles comes in and slams the door on the Padres. Brock Holt, getting a look at Brock Holt, last year's batting champ. Had .324, not bad for the veteran infielder, outfielder, utility player. So the man is trying to, get a little help with that bat, that contact swing. Brought him in. First bat he places, it's going to be a ground out. Second at bat, he's going to get yet another ground out. So, not the best place to judge, the career he's going to have with the team based off of a couple swings with the bat. But 3 ground outs, including the double play right there, definitely does not help his cause. Jorge Soler, the big power bat from the Kansas City Royals, also signed a 3-year deal with the Mariners here, as he's going to get an at-bat, getting himself a base knock to center field right there. With 2 outs in, put man in scoring position. Now Soler in the top of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. It's a 4-0 game in favor of the White Sox. And it's going to be a ground out to the 3rd baseman. Soler tried his best to make the running play, just couldn't do it. Now Jorge Soler taking on the next pitcher. That's going to be a deep fly ball to center field. That ball is going back, and gone. That's a big fly home run for Soler. His second of the spring. Love to see that right there for Jorge. Jorge definitely spending the majority, if not all of his time here in Seattle, as the team's DH right there. Not a great fielder. After he spent most of his time with the Kansas City Royals. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what you always say. So Seattle makes a strange move. They claim 27-year-old Ty France. Remember last episode, Ty France got traded to the Detroit Tigers for part of the Spencer Torkelson trade. Ty France apparently got DFA'd by the Tigers. You know, he's one of the higher overall players on that team. But take a look now at the rotation. Who's going to make opening day right here for the Mariners? Yeah, I think we're doing George Kirby to start the season off in the bullpen. They're going to flip-flop every month with Logan Gilbert. So one month it'll be Gilbert, next month be Kirby, so on and so forth. Yeah, I think some veteran Scherzer, Verlander, Greinke, and Cole Hamels are making that bullpen, or that rotation nice and good. And take a look at our lineup right here. Got some holes in it, definitely, but we'll cover those later in the series. But that's what I do. Peace out, rock on. Have a